Okay, so as we already aware, all of us like working on Python side. So the common tool we are using PyCharm. So that is the tool we are using for our all. Either it may be full stack development or it may be ML project, whatever it is. But the common thing is Python. We have to work with that. So for that, all applications, whatever the titles you already chosen for all that, the common platform we are using is PyCharm. So this is the platform which we are going to be using for application side. Okay, and in upcoming classes we may go with database and all the stuff, but as of now I will start with a project creation and also will show you how to run it. So that is the basic thing you required for our work basically. So like we'll see now. So first thing, if you want to start, if you want to So if you want to work with like Python side project, first we have to create a new project. That is the first step we have to take. So for that I'm showing the steps. So first we have to click on the file. And one more thing I'm just recalling. So this class is important for your project creations for upcoming days. So please focus, and if you are getting any doubt, please ask me. I will revise it, and also I will share the recording and try to do at least 2 to 3 times from your side the same creation of the project and try to execute that so that it will be habituated for you. Okay, and also Friday, I will share the regular timings for our classes. Like from next week, as I mentioned, we'll start the regular classes for online and offline. So we'll mention the timings and everything by this particular Friday. Okay. So now I'm going to be creating a new project. That is the first step one. So that is the first step one. So we have to go to the file, and under that we have to select the new project. Okay. So once you click on the new project, the system will ask you to create an project where you have to provide your name. Like by default, the system is giving Python project. So where we have to give our own name. Let's take, I'm giving Aurora practice. Okay. So this is the like project name I taken, and here it is asking like interpreter also. Like if you already have in your mission the Python, it will select automatically. If not, we can configure that also. Okay, so like we have like previously configured interpreter, if you observe here, and this is already will done at the time of your installation only by the guides or developers who assigned to you, so that you don't require to do this. But if you want to do personally, yes, if you want to do a new environment, we can select the new environment and we can give the whatever the environment we want, or we can use the existing environment, we can add the interpreters. These all options we can able to do that. Okay, but if it is already done, nothing to do anything, just select the project name and deselect it is not required for our project. Okay, deselect this particular main.py. So it's a like purely for core Python we may use it, where we can utilize it, I will tell you. But now we don't require generally for project creation. Internally we may create other files. Okay, and now just click on create, and once you click on create, it will ask you like whether you want to open a new window. That means along with this existing window you want to open the new window, or you want to open a single window, like you want to replace this window. So I'm going with this window. That means what it is indicating, it will close the pib24 window. It will open the project which we just now created, like this window I'm clicking on. So now if you see, it will open a new window with the name what we created, Aurora practice. Okay, so please always be patient. Like when you create the project, means whatever the inbuilt libraries available in the Python, it will load, trying to load our application. So please wait until it's loading completed. Otherwise, our libraries may not load properly. Our application may not run properly. So please be patient while we are creating a new project, while we are executing the indexes. Okay, so once it is done, then everything is ready, we can start our work. But till the point, please be wait for that. Okay, so this is the step one we have to perform. Like we have to create a new project, and under this project we may create any number of sub projects, like for practice purpose I can say that. But in real time we may create one project in one folder, but for our regular practice we may create multiple projects also as part of this folder. That also will show you now how to create and how to execute them. Please wait till this loading. Okay, Yeah, see here. So if you observe that, so everything is here loaded. Now we are good to work with our application. Okay. So now once it is created successfully, now the second step will be, see, first step, create the new project. Again, I'm showing, go to the file, new project, and click on create. Okay. And then it will ask you like this window or new window. Based on that, it will create the project. This is the what are the basic options to create the project. I'm just canceling this. I don't want to create again. Okay. So till this point, does anyone have any doubt? Please ask me. Otherwise, I will go to the second step. So first step will be project creation. Second step will be, we have to like open the terminal under this project. So that I will show you. But till this, anyone have any doubt? Please ask me.
Sir, shall we use Anaconda Python as an interpreter?
Yes, you can, but the problem is like, see, you can use Anaconda Python, there is no issues. But the problem is, if you install or if you're using your local Python, you can configure it more effectively. Maybe Anaconda, if you're using, maybe the dependencies, what it's supporting, how it is impacting to Python, I'm not sure. But you can use, there is no limitation on that. So totally we have 4, right? One is Anaconda Python and system installed Python and virtual environment. That means it will download dynamically from the Google. So that all options we can use, but better option is local system interpreter, which you install in the machine, but it is up to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Any other doubts? No. Okay, great. So now I'm going for next step. Yeah. So the next step will be like here, right click on this particular command, the project name which you created so far, like Aurora practice. Okay. So now open in, there is an option called open in, and go for terminal. So this is the next option we have to choose. Okay. So right click on the project name and select open in, and then click on terminal. So where we have to execute, where we will execute the Django commands basically. Okay. So now we are creating the web application, right? Like the UI application. So for that, we will use Django framework. So basically, we can achieve this, as I mentioned earlier, 2 ways. One is Flask, another one Django. But Flask is, it's a lightweight and limited scope of framework. So that's why most of the companies are not using Flask, but some of the companies still using. And whereas like Django, are simply we call Django. So Django or Django, both are the same. So this is widely used framework for the Python to develop the web application. So that's why we are here also will cover you, train and use the application Django only. So it is I can say it's a more structured framework for for full stack applications, like maybe e-commerce or social networks or any kind of application you can develop by using Django. And it supports even database integrations and UI template integrations and service generations. So all facilities it has, so we can utilize this in the more effective way. Okay. So that's why we are also following that. But for that, we require to that demonstrate some of the commands. So what are the commands? First of all, I explain, then I will go to the live execution here. Okay. So I'm just showcasing the commands which I created already. Yeah. So these are the commands which commonly used in our Django side. Okay. So if you want to install for the first time Django, this is the command to install it. But as I mentioned already, at the time of your software installation only, our developers will install this command in your machine. So you don't require externally install this. But still, if you want to try this, yes, you can try in your machine, but it will show you like requirement already satisfied, like that. Okay. That means this so this component is already what you can say that installed already. It means that. Okay. But if it is not installed, definitely it will install from your mission. Okay. And for working with Django, you require internet, because the Django installation will done from the browser, that it requires to download some of the components from the Google itself. So that's why we required internet to use the Django in your machine while you're installing it. Okay, while you're working, it doesn't require, but while you're installing, it's required. Once the installation done, it doesn't require any internet. You can work offline also. Okay, and after that, if you want to check that whether your Django is really installed or not, so you can cross check. So you can cross check and you can see the what version we have Django in your mission. So let's take, I will try this command as a open just before. Okay, this is the terminal already open just before, and now I'm going to be executing that command Python and Django version. So it will show you the version of the Django which is installed in my mission. Okay, if it is not installed, it will show you it's not found. So we have to install pip. That is the command I show you, pip install. Okay, so see that it is showing 3.2.3. so this is the version which is installed in my machine. So that means Django already installed. But if you are not finding this version in your machine, this means one version. It may be it is somewhat old version because I'm using laptop this Django from long days back. So you may find latest version from your machine. You can see something 4.5 something like that. Okay, and after that confirmation, like yes, we have Django in our mission. Yes, we can start creating Django project along with applications. Okay, and now coming to the project creation in Django. Okay, so Django is two level structure, Nana. Means it is containing high level project. Under that, it having multiple applications. Like example, in your terminals, I will explain. Consider e-commerce application. Okay, under e-commerce we may have multiple applications. Like example, if you take the Flipkart, we have a customer application where customer can place an order, vendor application where vendor can upload his products along with his the metadata, and also you can see reports like how many sold and what is the profit he got. That all details can be seen in the vendor application. And there is an administration application where the backend people can monitor both customer portal as well as vendor portal. So if you observe that in e-commerce, simply we have three applications. One is customer, vendor, and administration. So likewise here also Django follow the same structure. Okay, so first we have to create Flipkart as a project. Okay, first we have to create Flipkart as a project. So here I'm explaining all. See that Flipkart as project we have to create. So under the project we have to create now, one is customer app, second one is vendor app, and third one is admin app. So totally three apps we have to create. This all together now we can call one application. Okay, that means one project, I can say that. Okay, so now similar structure also will follow in the Django also. So now in our educational terminology we called this is a project and these are modules basically. So module means it is one of the application and one of the set of the functionalities where it internally contains detailed description. Okay, so here the Django also follows the same approach. We have to create high level project, and under that we have to create multiple applications as per our requirement. Now coming back to the point, so to create the project in your system, this is the command we have to use: Django-admin start project and followed by project name. Okay, and similarly if you want to create the application, so this is the command for application: Python manage.py start app. Okay, so these are the two commands basically we use for creating the project and as well as application. And once you creation done, if you want to run it, if you want to see the output of the application, so this is the command we have to use, like Python manage.py run server. So these are the three commands basically we will use every time when we are going for creating a new project. Okay, but once project created, we will do our work and we'll keep on run the project by using this particular manage.py run server. And one more thing, so as I mentioned, the project is high level structure where internally having the apps. So once your project creation, we have to move to the inside of the respective project. For that we have to use cd project change directory. I hope you know that. Okay, so then we have to start creating the applications within the respective project. So this is a simple set of commands commonly we used as part of our application creation in the Python stack, full stack, I can say that. Okay, so any doubt as of now? So that if you doesn't have any doubt, we'll start executing the commands in our console so we can understand. And also as I mentioned, so it's a well structured framework. That means the default structure what is required for our application that will create it automatically by the commands only. You don't require to create internal structure also. You require to edit the code. That's it. You require to modify the code. The files will be created automatically what are required for our application. That's why we called it as a framework. Framework means it is a well structured alignment for our application development. So any doubts as of now? So till the point, any doubts? Any doubts? So just you can observe all the commands once again. Okay, I will share these commands in the group, our group also, but just go through the commands once again. So I'm taking as a no doubts. Okay, so now I'll start. The first command as I mentioned. So this is the for what you call project creation. So here we have to write. So Django -admin start project followed by project name. So let's take, I'm taking the project name as I mentioned, Flipkart only. Okay, so now enter. Now it will create all the required structure for our project, and it takes some little time, like maybe hardly 10 seconds or 5 seconds, and it creates a project within this order of practice, and it will showcase your project. See that. If you observe here, see that a project new structure came, Flipkart, where we got the manage.py. This file is only used for executing our project, and under that a subfolder Flipkart came where you can observe all the required files. See, like the URLs, ASGI settings, this everything I will explain once again, like what is the each file mentioning. So that I will explain at the time of Django framework explanation. But you have to understand, see, these are the different files which will be created automatically as part of the Flipkart. Okay, now if you want to run this project, so as I mentioned already, right, first we have to move into the project. So cd Flipkart. Okay, so now once you click on cd Flipkart, we'll move into the respective Flipkart project, and then we can start. So what is the execution command I told you, right? So this is the execution command, but a basic skeleton will open without any application. Okay, so like python manage.py run server. So this is for executing the your application. Okay, see here. So once you executed, you will get a local URL like this one. Once you click on this URL, you will get to open the the application what we worked, okay, but we didn't create any application, so that the default Django web page opened here. If you observe that this is the Django web page. And also one more point, if you see here, that means if you are able to see the screen, your application created successfully, okay. And from this you can also get one important thing is Django documentation. So that means if you want to see the documentation of the Django, I mean to say tutorial, like official tutorial, yeah, this is the official tutorial, you can go on through that also, okay. But if you see, if you are able to see the screen, that means your application working fine. But as of now, there is no application created, it's an empty project. So now I want to create a application, as I mentioned, right, customer app I want to create now. So for that the command is this one, start app, okay. So that I'm going to be creating now, you see. So now if you see, it is Flipkart doesn't have any other folders except to Flipkart, right? And while it is running mode, if you want to come out of this particular block, you can type the Control Z, it will come out of that, okay. That means the execution will stop. Again you can start commanding. So I have pressed the Control C. So Control C for termination. So where you can again start commanding. So Python manage.py. So as I mentioned, start app followed by app name. What is the app name we want to create here? Customer app, right? Enter. So now one customer app will be created. Again, here also as I mentioned, right? For the application what required, everything will come here. See that? So whatever the customer app we created, that will become in this particular Flipkart folder automatically. See that initially we got only Flipkart. Now you see there is a new folder called customer app created, and also one inbuilt database also created, db.sqlite3. So this is the inbuilt database, sqlite3 database. But if you want to use this, yes we can, but the mostly we use a relational database like MySQL or Oracle, okay. And now if you open the customer app, see you will see some more files which are automatically created for our application development, like administration, admin console, and application configuration file, models like database configuration file, and unit testing file, that is called PyTest file, and also views means main logic file, Python file. So see, all the files automatically created. It is only our duty is to fill the code in the respective files as per our requirement. So that is the major advantage of the Django. So Django is providing or creating, self-creating all the required files for our application and project. So just we require to understand what is the each file and what is the code we require to edit or update in the respective files. So that is all of these are empty files as of now. So it doesn't get any content here. So now you can your own code. So all our empty files is created. Now we have to fill in our data and we have to execute the application. That is the actual what do you call advantage of the Django. And now we created a simple application, and still if you run the respective project, still you will get empty only, because as I mentioned, still we didn't we didn't add any modification. So still you will get the empty screen only. That means the basic screen only you will get. But once you started working on modification of the code or application, then you can able to observe the content what we edited, that we can able to see that. So let's take example. You see again the empty screen only, you are able to see that, okay, because we created a project, we created an application, but we didn't change the code, or we didn't add the code anything which we required. So that's why it's showing still empty. Again, if you want to come out of this execution, Control C is the shortcut. We will come out of the execution. So this is the way of creating the project and application in the what we can say that Django. And if you want to create a vendor app, same, just you have to do that. Instead of what do you call customer app, again start app, vendor app. Like this you can create any number of applications in a single project. Now it will create one more application that also part of this particular Flipkart. And what are the files you are able to see here, that all files will be created once again for the vendor app also. See here, see that there is a vendor app is created again, and if you open that, all files will be created again. And these all set of files will be individual for each application. As I mentioned, right, each application will be executed independently, so that all are having equal number of files which will be auto generated. So as of now, any doubt from anyone? Any doubt, you can ping me in the chat, or you can I already enable your voice, so you can also speak out also. Mm, okay, some message came. Sir, shall we use okay? If Django admin start project name does not work, try this guys. Python m Django. Yeah. So yeah, some of the, like for instance, some of the versions, Django admin start project is showing like Django is not recognized as internal external command sometimes. For them, the option is Python minus m Django start project. That means additionally we have to give this particular Python minus m, and this part we have to give. So this also I will put in the our command list. So that means if your first line doesn't work, you can go with second line. Okay, but it not for all the people. Some of the people who doesn't work with the first command, you can work with second command. But app will work as usual. Only for main project creation only it will be required. Yeah, thanks for reminding, like Hritik. Yeah. So any other doubts or any other questions till the point? And this part you can start parallelly, like in your missions now, so that the advantage of this particular thing is whether your mission is ready to work or not, you can cross check yourself. Okay, so once this is created and working fine, that means we can start our project work in your mission directly. So that is the major advantage of this particular checkup or creation of the project what we started as a first class. Okay, so this is a kind of checklist for your application development. Any other doubts as of now? Okay, I'm taking as a no. So now once again I will create a simple project, just a revision of this point, and I will make it note. Okay, so now if I want to create again a new project, so just first step is I'm closing again. So first step is right click on the project which you created and open in terminal. This is the first we have to do, and then we have to do Django -admin project followed by project name. Let's take, I'm taking Amazon. And once it is created, then we have to write cd followed by project name, that is Amazon. Okay, and now we can start creation of the application. So that for that, Python manage.py and start app followed by app name. Let's take, I'm taking here customer app. Okay, and after that you can just cross check yourself the project which we created properly created or not. Just you can cross check all the folders is created properly or not. Okay, once it is done, then you can start executing for checking whether application configured properly or not. So for that you require to do simply python manage.py run server. Yeah, see that? So it shows that the local URL. Now once you click, you will able to see the basic screen. Yeah, so till the, that means if it is able to open means your project created successfully. Yes, you can start working on the coding part of the respective applications. So any doubt on this process, whatever I just till the point explained? Okay, so this is, I think, till the point whatever we covered so far, like in our installation time also. So at installation also, you will get installed all the required softwares like MySQL, and as well as like what you called Python, PyCharm, and you create, I mean that the Django is installed and they showed you how to create. That's what my intention, to revise it who have missed it. So try to run these commands and try to check yourself in your machine whether these are all commands are working, and this is the application how you are creating is working or not. So once it is done, the first task of your internship is completed. That is, and first one is, like as I mentioned, right, flow understanding and environment setup. So till the point we called it as environment setup for our development work. So whatever the work we are planning to do in the future, for that we required environment. That is what we explained and what we installed as of now. And again, I'm repeating, if somebody is not installing the software till the point, please come, or you can take online guidance. You can complete the installation. Okay. And also please select, whoever select the already selected titles, no issues, but whoever not selected the titles, please inform to your friends also to select the titles, so that we will finalize the list by Friday and we'll submit to the college with your name, so that they will start what you call processing of accepting, and maybe they will start some initial process, right, first review or something is there, I am not sure, but that process will start from your college. So that I will submit the list by Friday. All the domains and titles and your name along with hall ticket number will share with the college. They will start process. And also one more point just I want to highlight here is, as part of internship, maybe they may release a circle for you people, like circulate the things for the what to demonstrate. So as part of internship, you require to demonstrate one thing is what is the title, that means abstract, and what is existing and what is proposing, and what are the hardware and software requirements for your application. That is what we so far completed, softwares we install, right, that all we have to mention. And after that, as part of your project, what are the high level modules which we are planning to do. So it's not detailedly, but high level we have to do. So till that point, we'll submit to the college as part of internship along with the offer letter and certificate. So that all, I mean to say certificate, completion certificate, that all required to submit to the college, and that all will provide you. And also we'll start analyze, we'll give you the abstracts by the next week, all the titles whichever you chosen for the respective people, respective abstract will send, where it includes all the details whatever I mentioned, proposed, existing, and hardware software requirements, modules, and as I mentioned, abstract. So we will assign some slots for understanding the titles and as well as explanation of the titles. That will help you to showcase the title explanation to your college along with the certificate. And as I mentioned, in mini project, we'll do the analysis, like what are the functional requirements, what are the non-functional requirements, and how you planning to do that, we may call designing of UML diagram, like use case, class diagram, that all. And also what is the proposed database structure through year diagram, we will showcasing them. That all will do in the analysis as part of mini project. And the final coding, as I mentioned already, execution part and final coding will do in the major project. That is the last time. But as I mentioned, right, once internship completed means one task is completed, like we'll go for mini. But the technical, to do the coding, we require to technical stack, right? So that we are planning from next week onwards. So we'll start training of first, may start two things parallelly. One is like HTML, another one is Python, because HTML is required to create a basic templates, not huge templates, but at least basic forms or basic tags, like header tag or footer tag, that all we require to understand. So that's why we are going to be starting Python along with Python, sorry, HTML along with Python. Once HTML completed, we will start CSS to the parallel to the HTML. Okay. And along with the Python, like as I mentioned, right, so we are planning to conduct the workshops for the few things, one is Git, second one, that is very important topic for your career also, because without Git there's no company is maintaining the code, everything is repository based. And second thing, PyTest, that is for unit testing. That means whatever the functionalities you performed, to check yourself whether the functionality is working as expected or not, we will use PyTest, that I will cover. And also SQL, that is database. These three we are planning to workshop at your college premises. That I will let you know the timings and the days when we will come there. But remaining whatever the Python, Django, and as well as HTML, these are all we're planning to do take in the online as well as offline classes. Okay, so this is content for today. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. and if not, we'll sign off the class for today. And please start working on this project creation, and if anyone have any doubt, you can ping me personally also to my number, and if not, like if you ping in the group also, I will assign the developers to you. Okay, so they will help you to sort out your issue, but we are always help you to fix the issues as much as possible, so that you will be ready to work with your application. Okay, so any doubts or any questions till the point, you can ask me. Okay, that's great then. So if there is no questions, I'm signing off, and I will tomorrow I will ping you tomorrow by, I mean that, so next class I will take one more online class, maybe on Friday or Saturday I will take one more class. So that, like, it's a common class again, it's a overview class only, where we'll spend some time with few things, and then Monday onwards, as I mentioned, right, we'll go with our regular technical classes. Okay, yeah, fine, Nana. So if you're not having anything, we can sign off. Thanks for joining all, and I will share the video, and like, you can forward to your friends, and also inform to your friends, complete everything on time, so that we both are in the same bench to communicate with the college. It may not give any delays. Okay, sir, do we have class daily? So it's not like daily classes, like Python 2 days and HTML 2 days, like that we are planning. As I mentioned, right, things will be going parallelly. So we are going to plan for HTML 2 days and Python 2 days. So weekly 4 days we are taking the classes. So mostly Monday, Tuesday will be Python, and Wednesday, Thursday will be HTML. This is the plan of classes every day. Okay, sure. Okay, thanks all. Okay, take care. Bye bye.